What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck 9916. Welcome back to NHL 16 via GM, episode 14. The Penguins with what should be a fairly easy road game, taking on the St. Louis Blues, who are 14, 28, and 6. So obviously, they're not a very good team. Penguins have been playing a lot better recently. If you haven't seen the last video, I recommend you go watch it now. But we've been playing really good. So in the first period against St. Louis, they have the puck. They're going to bring it up past the blue line. We're going to have some good forechecking, though. But unfortunately, that puck is somehow going to get back into the hands of St. Louis, and they have a breakaway, and they score on Zach Koff. So it's 1-0 here in the first with 14 minutes and 8 seconds left. And that's just unfortunate there. I'm not really sure if I went for the pass and it was blocked, but let's take a look on the replay. Yeah, it looks like I just lost control of the puck somehow. And the Blues are going to take it the other way, and they are going to convert that into a goal. So now the Penguins actually make it 1-1. 20 seconds left in the game. Phil Kessel with the puck. He's going to move back to the blue line. A shot, and he scores with 15 seconds left. The Penguins have taken the lead 2-1. An unbelievable goal for Phil Kessel there, assisted by Clendenning. I thought it might have been deflected in at the end. But let's take a look. Phil Kessel turns on the slap shot, and it just goes right between the legs of the goaltender. So that is a great clutch play at the end of the game that will go on to win it for the Penguins. 1 second left, and really nothing the Blues could have done there. We win it 2-1. So another good game on the road. We've sort of had a weird time to our schedule because we've played a lot of really good teams and then a lot of really bad teams. So these games against the bad teams, when you're in a playoff race, they really count because these are really where we can pick up a lot of points. And I got to be honest, the way I've been playing recently, I've been treating every game like a playoff game. Every game as if it's the last game of the season, and it is the difference to whether we get into playoffs or not. So I've been going all out, and we're going to have to play all out against Philadelphia because even if we're in first place at this point, these are the Flyers. They're our absolute biggest rival. And, well, you know how these games always go against Philadelphia. They're going to get a 1-0 lead early on in the first with a nice pass into the front. So we are down very early on in the game. That's one of the problems we've had this year, just letting up goals in the first few minutes. Let's take a look. Not good defense by the Penguins. Why do we have two guys back at the blue line there? I don't understand that. But it's 1-0 Flyers. Flash forward a little bit. Flyers trying to clear it out of their zone. They're not able to do it. The Penguins steal the puck. They move into the slot and score. Brandon Sutter ties the game at 1 here in the second period. Great play by him to steal the puck, just head straight to the slot and get a good shot on the goaltender in close. And that ties the game. Let's take another look. He's just going to skate it straight to the front, and right when the goaltender started to move, he puts that one in the left side. So that's kind of a weird goal right there. I'm actually surprised I scored on that, but either way, it gives us the tie. Just a minute later, the Flyers are going to answer. They score. It's now 2-1. They had a pass straight to the slot. Another bad defensive play by the Penguins, not being able to guard the slot. It's been our biggest problem all year. Take another look at what happens here. Yep, I mean, he just skated right into the goal where the goaltender was. So nothing we really could have done there, but it's now 2-1. Flash forward to the third period. 10:50 left. It's going to be Brandon Sutter with it again, and he scores. That one's going to be deflected in, I think, by Bo Bennett. The game is tied at 2, and it's been a back-and-forth game, but the Penguins able to tie it up here at 2. That is going to be Bo Bennett with the deflection. Let's take another look at this one. Brandon Sutter brings it back, and he actually got the secondary assist, so I think that was somehow deflected twice. Did it hit off both of their sticks or something real quick? I don't know, but that's a great goal. Now we flash forward, 56 seconds left. The Penguins an opportunity in front. A good save made. They're going to get a pass to the slot. No, they're not. They're just going to shoot it, and they score. The Penguins have the lead. That's Sidney Crosby with the goal. Pens lead 3-2 with 51 seconds left. Another goal within the last minute of the third period. That's the second game in a row that we've done this, guys. So great job by the Penguins at the end of these games to produce offensively. And now we just got to close out the Flyers with 51 seconds left. That's a wonderful goal. So, flash forward now, 13 seconds left. The Flyers empty their net. The Penguins trying to take it the other way. The Flyers get a steal. They move in on Fleury, and can you believe it? The Flyers score to tie the game with 7.9 seconds left. That is absolutely unbelievable. We thought we had it won, and I was so close to getting the puck cleared. But the Flyers tie it. We go to a shootout. Philadelphia scores. Now it comes down to Phil Kessel to keep the game alive for the Penguins. He moves in, but he's not going to score. And the Flyers steal a victory from us by getting a goal with just 8 seconds left. That's a disappointing loss for sure. But at least we still get the 1 point for the overtime loss. Every point matters, and I guess you can say 1 point's better than none. But when you're playing the Flyers, you want to flat out win. That's our biggest rival. Oh, I hate the Flyers so much. I hate losing to the Flyers, but at least we get a point. I'm not really focused on a rivalry. I'm focused on making the playoffs, so that's what matters the most. So in our next game, we're at home again, playing the Vancouver Canucks. Daniel Sedin will get to play against his brother for the first time in his career, and it'll be his first game against his old team, the Vancouver Canucks. Obviously, we traded for Sedin earlier in the year, but early on, the Canucks are on the power play. Sedin actually on the ice. He's going to pass it back. Fleury ends up making the save. He makes a bad play, though, and the Canucks score. I think that is going to be Sedin with the goal. Yes, it is. Henrik Sedin showing up his brother early on, making it 1-0. Penguins down. Here we are, 8:40 left. Off the faceoff, Adam Clendenning passes it over. It goes to Sedin. Back to Clendenning, who moves in, takes a slap shot. He scores. That was a great screen in front of the goaltender, and it left the whole left side of the net empty. So that's a pretty easy goal right there, and Daniel just takes a little shot back at his brother by getting a nice assist there to Clendenning, and a beautiful slap shot there. And by the way, Clendenning also used to play for Vancouver, so the ex-Canucks team up to score against the Canucks, so that's pretty funny right there. But more importantly, the game now tied at 1. Flash forward to the third, 1 second left. The Penguins on the power play, which they will be to start overtime. They don't win the faceoff, so they weren't able to have an opportunity there. So we go to overtime. We don't score on the power play. We're now in a shootout. Vancouver comes in. Good save by Marc-Andre Fleury. Penguins trying to win in a shootout for once. Phil Kessel has a chance to redeem himself from yesterday. He moves in. Beautiful deke, and he scores. Phil Kessel wins the game for the Penguins after he failed to score yesterday night in a shootout. He scores tonight, and the Penguins win. That is a great win against a real good team, and Sedin's able to beat his brother against Vancouver. So the Penguins get a good win in a shootout. Let's take a look at that deke again. Beautiful move to fool the goaltender, and the Penguins pick up a win. So playing pretty good so far in this video. 2 wins and 1 overtime loss. So Penguins continuing to play well, but will the good playing continue here against the Washington Capitals? I don't know. I feel like this might be a loss for us early on because this is a good team, and I hate the Capitals. If there's anyone I hate more than the Flyers, it's the Capitals. They're going to score first. We're down 1-0, and once again, the opposition team scores first. So we're down 1-0 with 1:54 left in the first. But anyway, I really hate the Capitals, so I want to beat them so bad. It's now tied at 1. Dumoulin with a shot off of a face-off gives the Penguins the lead. It's 2-1. And all of a sudden, the Penguins, it's now just 17 minutes left in the second, so the Penguins had 2 quick goals there. That's actually going to be a short-handed goal for Dumoulin, I don't know how he really even got it by Holtby right there. Maybe not a great play by the Capitals goaltender, but I'm not going to complain because we have the lead now. So flash forward a little bit later in the second, Penguins with another opportunity here. They're going to get hit hard, though, and Chris Letang is not going to be happy about that. He's going to take the fight up to Siegel. They're going at it. Letang is getting beat pretty early. See if he can come back in this fight. And unfortunately, we're just going to be taken down, destroyed in that fight. But even though we lost, I think it sends a message to the Capitals. You better stop playing dirty. And you wonder why I hate the Capitals, guys. They're a dirty team. I hate Ovechkin. I just hate the Capitals so much. So even though we lost the fight, I'm glad we did it. So Flash forward a little bit better. How do you get revenge for losing a fight? Well, maybe scoring a goal would be a good opportunity, and that's what we're going to do right there. That's Phil Kessel with the goal. A beautiful play on the pass by Daniel Sedin. Another good assist for Sedin in this video. The Penguins lead 3-1 now with 58 seconds left in the first. Sedin, Crosby, and Kessel getting the assist and the goal. So great job by our first line to get some offense here against Holtby, who, in my opinion, hasn't played this game all that well. It's now 3-1. Flash forward into the third, 15 minutes left. The Capitals get a shot. I think they hit the side of the net there. Penguins try to steal the puck back, but they don't, and a good pass to the slot. Penguins fail to cover the slot again, and it's now 3-2. So the Capitals trying to make a comeback here. They got 15 minutes left to score another goal, so Penguins are going to have to be careful on defense. I feel confident with Zakhoff in net. He's been our better goalie this season, which is kind of weird to say, but off another face-off, Chris Letang puts it in. I think that's our third goal off a face-off in this game. The one goal that I didn't show was off of a face-off. And I sort of found out that either the Capitals goalie was just having a bad day, or his weakness in this game is shots off face-offs. I really don't know, but I scored 3 goals off a face-off in this game, all going to the left side too. So that is something to keep in mind if we play the Capitals in the playoffs, assuming we make the playoffs. But at this point, I think we will, because we're closing in. I think by the end of this episode, we are only 2 points out of being in the playoffs. So it's looking like we're going to make it the way we're playing. And, you know, with 30 games, I think we have like 30, 31 games left after this episode. We should make the playoffs. And hopefully we can even get as high as maybe 5th or 4th or something. But we'll see. Penguins win it 5-3 right there. Sidney Crosby added on an empty net goal at the end. So another win for the Penguins. Trying to make it 4 wins and 1 overtime loss in this video. We are playing the New Jersey Devils, another rival team. So 3 rivalry games in a row for the Penguins. That's never easy. I gotta be honest. So even if the team's not good, if they're a rival, you never know how it can go. That's sort of the way hockey is. Jeff Zakhoff getting another start tonight. He'll be taking on Corey Schneider for the Devils, who has a pretty good save percentage at .923. So here we are in the first period. The Penguins with the puck. They're going to pass it up to David Perron. He goes up the right side. He's going to dump it behind the net for Hornquist, who grabs it. And he's going to skate back to the blue line. He moves in, takes the slap shot, and scores. That's been Hornquist's signature play all year. He's the team leader in goals. He's ahead of Sedin. He's ahead of everybody. And Patrick Hornquist with a beautiful slap shot. He gets another one. I think he's almost up to 20 at this point. So he's had a great season for the Penguins. And hey, how about that? We score first for a change. That is always nice. The Penguins lead this one 1-0. And so, as I said, scoring first is something that we have not been good at this year, but we were able to do it in this game. Flash forward, 8 minutes left in the first. New Jersey on the power play. They're going to get a pass to the slot. And, well, I guess I can't complain too much. They were on the power play, but unfortunately we can't get the penalty kill. The game is tied at 1. That's going to be Patrick Elias, one of the better players in the National Hockey League from what I've heard. He gets the goal, though. And the game is tied at 1 midway here through the first. There's another replay of that goal. Obviously, being shorthanded, there's not all that much we can do. But flash forward, just 2 minutes later, a shot, a rebound, a goal for Daniel Sedin. He finally scores a goal. He's had a ton of assists, and that's only like a 2nd or 3rd goal since we traded for him. He's had a bunch of assists, but he struggled to get goals. He finally gets one, and that must have felt really good for him. That's going to boost his confidence a lot. That's a great opportunity off of the rebound, off the Phil Kessel shot, and he gives the Penguins the lead. That's a good job of Sedin going to the backhand and just putting it right in the net. So, Penguins answer. They lead it 2-1. Flash forward into the second, 12 minutes left. New Jersey with an opportunity. They take a great slap shot and score. Zakhoff's positioning wasn't that good there. I got to be honest, I think Zakhoff sort of had a bad game. And sometimes that's a little concerning because your backup goalie's been playing great all year, but you don't want to see him start to play worse. I have noticed a bit of a trend. Fleury's starting to play better, and Zakhoff is slightly maybe starting to play worse. I hope by the time the playoffs start, they're both in great condition. But I don't want it to be a whole flip because, you know, I want to have 2 goalies that are playing pretty well. But at least on one hand, Fleury's starting to play better. On the other hand, Zakhoff isn't. That goal right there, I don't think Zakhoff could have done much to stop it. New Jersey has a great pass on a 2-on-1 opportunity, and at this point, guys, I'm pretty angry. We cannot lose to the Devils. We have to win this game. We're in a playoff race. We're going to get a pass to the slot. Phil Kessel has been incredible over the course of this video. I feel like I've said his name 1,000 times. Assists, goals, all sorts of stuff. Penguins tie it 3-3. And Kessel with just yet another great play. That's also a beautiful pass by Ian Cole, but an even better shot by Phil Kessel beats Schneider, and the Penguins tie this game here in the third period. So, we go to overtime. Penguins lose the face-off. Here comes New Jersey. They're going to try to dump the puck in, but that's going to go straight to Chris Letang, who's going to get a long pass over to Sidney Crosby. He's going to have a one-on-one opportunity. Crosby moves in, gets a few good digs, takes a shot. He scores! Sidney Crosby wins the game for the Penguins in overtime, 4-3. A great comeback win over the Devils. We needed that win, guys. We couldn't have lost to a bad team like that. 4-0-1 over the course of this video. Pittsburgh Penguins on fire right now. They're playing unbelievable. Look at the beautiful goal by Crosby. As I said, I think at this point we're only 2 points behind the Rangers, which would get us into the playoffs. So I want to thank everyone for watching this video. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe if you want to follow the rest of this series. But for now, thanks for watching. I'm Mr. Affleck 9916. Penguins playing great. We are about to move ourselves into the playoffs. But for now, we'll see you next time. Peace.
We hope you liked it. We'll all look forward to next time. Good night from